Hey everybody, it's Spencer Howard and welcome back to TripKnowledgy, the science of suitcase living. Now I am in Toronto, Canada, visiting the cast of West Side Story. And right now I have cast member Maya with me. How you doing, Maya?
I'm pretty good. Thanks.
Very good. Where are you guys staying? What is this place called?
We're at the Minto Suites. It's an apartment complex that you can rent out for, good or for a period of time.
What are your favorite parts about being on the road?
You just got to see all these places that you never imagined that you would be able to see because of your job. And that's a really rewarding experience and a really amazing feeling.
I love just, when else are you going to see all these places, Like, why would you ever go to Appleton, Wisconsin?
What? That was God saying, I like Appleton, Wisconsin. You can go yourself.
That I don't need to clean my room.
Oh yeah, so maid service is important, okay.
You just get to see different places that you wouldn't expect, and I got to be in
Appleton?
Like Appleton, Wisconsin. At the beginning we had longer sit downs, so we were in San Fran for 5 weeks, and LA for 5 weeks, and Chicago and Boston, so the longer sit downs are awesome, and it kind of makes you sane because you get to unpack for a while.
What have been the hardest parts about being on the road?
Communicating with people. I think internet has been the biggest issue for me. Usually everyone's on it at the same time and it gets to be a little like, no one can talk to anybody.
The only thing I don't like about tour is having to pack.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at packing and I procrastinate so much.
Well, you should check out the TripKnowledgy video about packing light.
Hey.
Plug. What are your least favorite parts about being on the road this long?
Not having a home. I haven't,
That's the saddest sentence I've ever heard in my life. Have there been any restaurants that have just blown your mind?
Yes, actually here in Canada is a restaurant called Au Noir. Mm-hmm. It's like in dark, you cannot see anything.
What was that experience
Amazing actually. I break a glass of wine.
Oh no!
Yeah, because I couldn't see it and spill all wine over the table, and it was funny because you need to clean it in the dark. And from the moment you step in the door, you need to put your hand in his shoulder or her shoulder, and they get you to the table. You put even your hand in front of you, it's nothing. You need sometimes use your hand because
So you used your hands to
Yes. Nobody can see.
No.
I was like, okay.
You're like, I chewed with my mouth open.
We were in Milwaukee towards the beginning of when I joined, and there was a spy bar there that was really cool. You go in this kind of alleyway and you walk in and you're supposed to know a password upon going there.
If you get the password wrong, you have to dance, but on the inside of the bar, there are TVs everywhere showing you.
And then you go in and there's all these rooms and hidden passageways. You have to dial a number and then this panel opens up and you go down a secret passageway.
Thanks for bringing that memory back.
Yeah, sure.
Memories.
There's also a really good cupcake place there called Classy Girl Cupcakes, which I would highly recommend.
What kind of cupcakes did you get?
Everything, just about.
What? Oh, in Denver.
Maya's feeding lines.
She is, because I can't remember anything.
Are there any gadgets or toiletries or anything that you have to have with you on the road?
My PlayStation.
You big gamer?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
What do you like playing?
I'm more into the fighting games like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat.
I love my iPad.
That's an awesome case.
Yeah,
From Fossil?
From Fossil, $100.
I'm pretty much a geek. I have my iPhone and an iPad and my Mac computer and my Kindle, and I have a Nintendo DS.
I would not survive without my Beats. It just brings up certain tracks, when there's the layering of the tracks that I haven't heard with any other sound system. It makes travel days bearable.
I would say that one thing that I think people should have is a pillow of their own on tour.
Like a full-size pillow?
Yeah, I have my Tempur-Pedic pillow that I use one of those space bags to roll out all the air and put it in my suitcase.
We talked about space bags, remember?
My camera. This one specifically is the Rebel XSI. It's a Canon. I'm a big fan of Canon. I think they're fantastic.
We're shooting on one right now.
Plug. Scale. My mom bought me a
scale
after Chorus Line because I was always battling, guessing if it was underweight or not.
And it's so annoying. You put the luggage on and it's 10 pounds over. So now you have to figure out how you're gonna rearrange things, and you haven't had coffee and you're ready to kill somebody.
Right. You saw me earlier. If I don't have coffee, I don't function.
I did. You barely spoke English back then.
I know.
Now look at you.
It's a miracle.
Coffee. Check out my review on French presses.
My iPhone, but more specifically the extra battery case.
And you don't mind the bulk, the extra bulk of it?
I got over it quickly.
Yeah.
Loves a good bulk.
Lady loves a good bulk every so often.
I always have my iPod with me. It's just an iPod Touch, but it's just my comfort thing. And whenever I go on a plane, I just put it in and I'm, in my own little world.
Do you find it easy to fall asleep on the plane?
When I'm in the air, yes.
Once the plane's taken
Yes.
off? Okay.
And I prefer be like that because if it's like turbulence and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I used to not be able to, but on this tour I've been able to for the most part. I'm an ugly sleeper though.
Are you?
It's very like open mouth.
What does it look like here if I'm sitting next to you on the plane?
Okay, but it's very much like.
It's pretty gross.
Yeah, don't sit next to me on the plane.
Okay. What about apps? Do you have any apps that you love using on the road?
Maya says that I do.
Feeding lines.
Fruit Ninja.
Fruit Ninja. Maya loves Fruit Ninja. Do you love anything in the world? Do you have love in your heart?
chocolate.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Skye.
Thanks so much,
Appreciate it.
Spencer.
All right. Go see West Side Story. Yeah. It's on.
I'm not
It's
good.
on,
I'm a
mofo.
shark. I'm a shark.